Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Caitlin. I am a first-time mom to my little boy James, who is today 9 months old as I'm filming this, which is just crazy to me because it doesn't seem like he should be 9 months old, but he is just growing every day and I can't take it. So today we're going to talk about formula. I am, of course, as you can tell from the title of this video, I am using the Bubs Australian formula. This is the goat's milk version that I am going to go over. I don't really know much about the cow's one. I have not used it, but you can find out more information on their website. So kind of a little bit of a backstory. I exclusively pumped for about 2 months. So I pumped while I was at home, and then I did go back to work, and between going back into work and just the mental stress that pumping does put on you, I applaud everyone who exclusively pumps for a very long time. I could not do it. My supply started tanking a bit. I was too focused on how much was going out and all of that, and it just mentally did not help me at all. So I frantically was trying to figure out something that I could switch James to, because I am a little bit more on the cleaner food side. I tend to really focus on ingredients and what's going into my body, and especially his body. So I wanted to find something that I felt comfortable giving him. And of course, James was born in May of 2022, which was in the very deep height of the formula shortage. So it definitely was not easy to find one. I was getting very frustrated. I couldn't find anything I wanted. I had kind of already looked into some goat's milk options and some other country options. However, it was just very expensive to get things shipped from those places and not know if he's gonna take to it or not. And then one day I was walking through Kroger and I saw the can of Bubs there. It was different. I had never seen it. So I went home, looked it up, and I liked what I saw. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Let's go ahead and get into some more of the logistical specific stuff. So pricing for Bubs ranges about $44 to $48 depending on where you're getting it and which stage you're getting. Now, I don't know if this is the same for the cow's milk. Like I said, I'm just speaking from the goat's milk perspective. That's the only one that we have personally tried. So that's the range for it. Originally, I could only find it at Kroger, and then more stores started getting it. I think it's definitely becoming more popular and more aware. When it was originally brought in, it was brought in for the formula shortage. It was very sparse and hard to find, but now I've seen it at Meijer, I've seen it at Walmart, Kroger. I know that they have it at Bye Bye Baby and Bed Bath & Beyond. And then now my husband recently told me that they do carry it on Amazon, which is really cool. So those are the places that I have personally seen it. I know now on their website you can go on there and also buy it from there, which originally I could not do. They were not shipping to the US yet in that perspective from their website, but you can go on there and buy, and they have some subscribe and save options, but they also have a store locator to where you can see which store near you carries it, which is awesome. I wish they would have that when I started out. But it was so new to the US that I didn't have it. Now I will say, and I don't know if this is the same with all Krogers, however, the Krogers that I have gotten it at near me do give a discount. So if you are a Kroger member, it's a pretty steep discount. When we put in our number, we do get $19 off of the can, which makes it way more affordable. I know it's a little bit more on the pricier side for formulas, but I think it's worth it for what you're getting. And with the Kroger discount, it's pretty good. And like I said, they do have subscribe and save options on the actual website, which make it a little bit cheaper. So if you're wanting to save a little bit of money with buying the formula and you have a Kroger near, that's definitely a good option. Some pros with the Bubs formula is it is clean label. I'm pretty sure it's the only formula in the US, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it did receive the Clean Label Purity Award, which is great. The one I use is goat's milk, which is very similar to breast milk. Goat's milk is probably the closest to breast milk that you can get. Goat's milk also just naturally supports gentle digestion for your little's tummies, which is what I wanted for James. He was already having some issues with my breast milk. He was having a lot of gassy issues, and so switching to goat's milk was definitely an easy option because it is better for their tummies and it helps with digestion. He's not had any issues with it, which is great. The goat's milk version does have prebiotics, whereas the cow's version has probiotics. Prebiotics are great. A lot of people just kind of forget about prebiotics. It's kind of the foundation, I would say. But that is the difference between cows and the goat's milk, is the goat's one does have the pre, the cow's milk does have the probiotics. Both are great. And I love that it's not made with really any fillers. That was one thing I was looking for when I went to get formula. I wanted to find something that had as least many fillers as possible, and there were some formulas that were better on that spectrum from different countries, but like I said, they were harder to get, they were more expensive. So this one is great. It doesn't really have anything, and my favorite thing, it shouldn't even be something for formula, is it does not have corn syrup. So many formulas have corn syrup in it, and I just don't understand that. Why is that needed? If anyone can tell me in the comments why that is a thing. Like, is it for like keeping it up? I don't know. But this one does not have corn syrup in it, which was a huge like yes on my list. I did not want anything with corn syrup in it. One of my favorite things, because I did try a couple different formulas for James, is this formula is very easy to mix. So when you shake it up, it doesn't get bubbly, which is awesome for their little tummies. It helps it even more with digestion, because if there's a bunch of bubbles in the formula, that tends, the air, you know, gets into their little bellies and makes them gassy. So it's super easy to mix up. It pretty much dilutes right away. It doesn't get clumpy, and it looks very similar to breast milk. Some of the other formulas I tried were very just, you could tell they were formula, but this one is almost like drinking regular milk. Like, it's very good looking, it's nice and thin, and it just mixes very easily. My only cons is that it's not organic. So this specific, I don't know if the cow's one is. I know the cow's one is grass-fed cows. The goat's milk is not organic. However, I did look a little bit on their website, and their cows are, you know, they're on their own farm, or their cows, their goats are on their own little goat farm and everything. So it just depends on that. I wish it was organic, and maybe they will do that one day, but that's my only con, that, and it is hard to find sometimes. It was hard to find at the beginning for me because they were just bringing it to the US. And now it's a little bit harder to find because I feel like more people are finding out about it, and I just feel like the Krogers and stuff that I have been to haven't stocked it as much. But I think if I went to like Amazon, it'd be easier to find. I just like that I can get the discount. So, and that could be a common thing with a lot of people. They're seeing that you can get this discount, they're getting it there. So that's my only complaint, is finding it in the stores and finding the variety. Like, some of the stores carry only the cow's milk, or some only carry the goat's milk, or they might not carry the 0 to 6. James took the 0 to 6, and he's on the 6 to 12 right now. We'll probably continue that on. They do have a 12 to, I think, 36 month formula. I don't know if I'm going to give him that one, or if I'm just going to switch him to regular like almond milk or something once he's a year old. That's really my only cons. I think this formula is great. I'm really excited that we got a formula from a different country here in the US, because different countries have better regulations than we do. There's just so much crap that goes into the formulas that you wouldn't even like. I just don't understand why we have them. But I like that it's more regulated and doesn't have all the nasty crap in it. James has never had any issues with it. He's tried a couple other formulas that did not go well with his stomach, so this one's been great for him, and he had no issues switching from breast milk to this formula, which was awesome. We've never had any issues with not getting the formula, which is good. I hope that continues. Every time I've gone to the store, I've been able to get it. Sometimes I might have to go to a couple different Krogers, but I was able to get it. So all in all, I highly recommend trying this formula. If you want to find out more information, I will link their website down below. They have a ton of great information of like why grass-fed cows, why goat's milk, and it just really breaks down how the goat's milk is good for their bellies, how, you know, grass-fed cows are better than this. They do have another version too. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's on there as well. They have like comparison charts. So I would highly recommend checking them out, especially if you're thinking of switching to formula. I know it's hard, you know, to even it's a hard decision to switch for a lot of people. I think there's a lot of mom guilt about it, but I feel great about this formula. I feel great about what's going into his body, and I highly recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys real soon. If you have any other things that you would like me to review or talk about, just let me know in the comments below.